Hello, Yellow Mellow, Caramello. Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Easter, and I was taking the opportunity on the weekend to work on the yard because, as you can see, there's a lot of weed. And here there's a homeowner association, so if I don't take care of that, they give you a ticket. And I've been pulling so much weed, but then I was getting a little bored, and that's why I said, I'm just gonna record myself, to make it a little more entertaining, so I won't be so bored of pulling weed. Because it's a lot better if you pull the weed instead of just cutting, instead of mowing the yard, because it's gonna grow faster. That's why I've been trying to dig in from the root. So let's see. I got this little thing from Amazon and arrived yesterday. I was kind of like excited too about using it, but I cannot really make it steady. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. It was kind of like cheap, so maybe that's why. How you make the thing? Oh, I think it's here. Let's see. Okay, so I guess I made it work. I guess it was worth it, $20. Okay, so I'm trying to pull them from the roots because okay, there was an incoming call. That's why the video stopped. But I'm back. Alright, so you know what? I wanted to mention something about another of my interesting conversations. There was this friend. I'm not gonna say anything more because she may not like me saying anything. And but I saw her and she was really upset and disappointed. And I said, "What's wrong? What happened?" And then she told me that she was super upset because she just found out that her husband was being unfaithful. And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then, but you know what? I just realized something. When she was telling me the story, I was married for 15 years. So when she was telling me the story, I just noticed that that's what my husband was doing, and I never, ever, ever realized that that was he was doing. Let me tell you. Um, she said that she was in the bedroom, and then he he was they have like a game room where he goes and play Xbox and watch TV and stuff like that. So she was already in the bedroom, and then he came, and then he's like upset about that something that happened earlier during the day. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And he started complaining and telling her and calling her names, and then he said, "I cannot really understand why you say stuff like that." And she's like, "But that happened so early today. What are you talking about?" And then he was like, uh yeah, I'm so tired of you for saying and doing stuff like that. I'm not gonna go in details what was it about, but anyway, uh then he said he started getting dressed, and she said, "Are you getting dressed and you're going somewhere?" And then he said, "Yes, because I'm so upset and I need just what he say, he need air, and he needed, so he's going out." And she's like, "At 9 p.m. are you going out?" And then he said, "Yes, I can stand be next to you right now." And she's like, "Fine, whatever, just go." And she still doesn't understand what is all this fight about, because it's something that happened early during the day. He wasn't upset at all. He didn't complain about anything at all. And then she's okay, fine. So around 1 a.m. she wakes up, and then she goes to the bathroom, and he sees that he's not back. He goes by the game room, he look outside, his car is not there, and she said, "That's weird." But she said, "Fine." She went back to sleep. So around 5 a.m. she woke up again, and then she goes and check, and he's not back. And she said, "That's strange." So she goes and go, because they share the same cell plan, the cellular phone plan. So she goes and see who is the last phone call that he has on his phone, and it was like around 8, and it was with his ex. So she's so obsessed. So she got dressed and she got in the car and she goes to his ex house. And then she saw his car there, so she was so mad and she knocked on the door, nobody's coming out. And then she said, you know what, I'm calling the tow truck company and they're gonna take your vehicle right now. And then so the ex opened the door and then she said, hi, what are you doing here? And he said, what I'm doing here? What is my husband's car doing here? And then she said, oh, he came last night and he went out with my brother. And she's like, I don't get it. Why he's not answering the phone? Why he go out with the rest? She said, I don't know. And then like a few minutes later, he's coming like from the back. And then he's like, what are you doing here? He said, what I'm doing here? What are you doing here? Why is your car here? Why you didn't come home last night? And then he said, oh, her brother just dropped me off in the alley. And she said, why will he drop you off in the alley when your car is in the front? I don't get it. And he's like, but I don't understand what you're doing here. And you know, so, well, the point is that my ex used to do the same thing. And I never, when she's telling me the story, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was he was doing all this time. Because I remember many times that I will, just like that, out of nowhere, he comes upset about something, sometimes silly stuff like that. Why you left, I don't know, whatever, why you left the ketchup out of the refrigerator or something like that. And I said, what? He said, yes, I'm so tired of this stuff, make it like a big deal. And he will get so upset. And he will say, I have to go out. I have to be away from you for a while. And it's like, and so you are so, you know, you are like, you don't get it. And then you just say, fine, just go, you know, because it's like, my goodness, just leave me alone. I don't get it. And that's what he was doing, the same thing. So it's like, I don't know, modus operandi or something. And I just realized that. Can you believe? I was married for 15 years and I never, ever realized that. I never thought it was that until she was telling me and she said, yeah, of course, Liz. That's what I do. And I said, oh my gosh. So, yeah, I just wanted, you know, I like to share my odd conversations with people. And I thought that one was pretty interesting because after 15 years of marriage, and I never realized that. And just now I see what he was doing, you know. And yeah, he will go out and he will come back really late, you know. So, well, there's some women watching out there, so watch out because that's what I do. Okay, some are really hard to pull. Thank you so much for being there and watching, and so you make my week pulling a little more entertaining. And so I will see you next time. Bye bye for now. See you later. Anyhow.